Hello, my friends, and welcome to Italy, a place to love YouTube channel, the channel where I like to show you the properties for sale in the Italian market. In each video, I select a property in a different town in one of the beautiful regions of Italy. In this video, I bring you to Molise region. Molise region, Campobasso province, in a town called Montagano, small town, few thousand inhabitants, a detached house for sale in Vico Cenisio number 10 for the crazy price of 10,000 euro. Yes, my friend, it's not a joke, today's video. So we are talking about a property that costs only 10,000 euro. But obviously there are few buts. It can't be so cheap, let's say, if there are no buts. But anyway, the size of the property is 90 square meters and it's composed of three rooms. All right. Anyway, the property is on three floors. There are more than three rooms, 90 square meters. But so before we're going to investigate this property, which anyway is interesting, is in a good condition, is in a good town, let's explore all together the good and the bad of this property. So let's start anyway from Google Maps here to show you anyway that we are in Molise region, central part of Italy, in between the southern and the central part of Italy, let's say, just at the border. Some people say center of Italy, some people already say the southern part of Italy. Anyway, we are in Campobasso province, and as we see, anyway, we are quite close to Campobasso, so the capital of the region. Campobasso is the capital of Molise region. It's quite close. I'd say maybe 10-15 minutes driving to Campobasso. So in a short distance, we have a quite big town, big city, let's say. Then we are also not very far to the seaside. I'd say we are probably around 1 hour driving from Montagano. And anyway, Montagano itself is not a very small town. So we are talking already about few thousand inhabitants. So we might find all type of services, the basic services, the main services that we might need. So we are not in a small hamlet, not completely isolated and countryside property. Okay, let's go 3D. 3D. So we are not very high in the mountains, even if we are not far, but so we are still in the hilly area of Molise region. What else I can say about the location? Anyway, this is the town. We already find all type of services, bars, grocery shops, mechanic, B&B, anyway, beauty salon, hairdresser, post office, all the type of main services that we might need in a small town. Okay, let's go now here to Idealista, back to Idealista, simply to show you anyway the filters that I have selected to find this property. So basically in today's video, I have selected only Campobasso province, maximum price 60,000 euro, only houses, no auction properties, minimum two rooms, good condition. And then at the end, I have selected from the lowest price. For example, here we see a property for 4,900 euro, which I haven't investigated. There are 22 pictures. Let's have a quick look. Let's see if they show inside. We are in Torella del Sannio, which I don't know where this town is, but even if I have selected properties in good condition, by what I see, this is a property that is completely in need of renovation. So completely raw, disaster. So It's a disaster. There are some people who are interested in properties anyway to renovate. Once they buy cheap, then to renovate a house like this, I'd say you need nearly 100,000 euro, if not more. Then is it worth? Is it worth the money we are paying for a renovation? This is the good question that anyone who would like to buy a property in Italy should ask themselves. Okay, let's go back to the property after this introduction. So 10,000 euro. Anyway, my friends, if you like this type of contents, if you like this type of videos, put like and subscribe. It helps the visibility, it helps my channel to grow. And anyway, it doesn't cost anything, a bit of support to my channel. All right, so as I said, 90 square meters. Let's read the description. Let's start. Semi-detached house on multiple levels. Now, by the picture, I said, anyway, is a townhouse more than a semi-detached. It's free on two sides, so it's not semi-detached. Contact, contact us for more information. Now, in the heart of the municipality of Montagano, we offer for sale a semi-detached house on multiple levels, offering well-distributed and functional spaces. The living area features a cozy fireplace, ideal for relaxing moments with the family. The property has two bedrooms. Okay, so perfect for a family or for those who want an additional space for guests. Why not? There are two bathrooms. So there are two bathrooms, ensuring comfort and convenience. Furthermore, there is the possibility of creating a third bedroom, adapting the spaces to your needs. I don't know about this third bedroom, but anyway, we'll have a look at the pictures very soon. Built in 1950, this 90 square meters house represents an interesting solution for those looking for a residence in a quiet area without sacrificing the convenience of a well-structured house. Now, it could be, let's say, a residential house, technically, as everything. Obviously, we are on three floors. We have ground, first, and second floors. So we have steps in the house, but we are in a town with basic services, with main services, not very far from Campobasso town, the capital of the province, of the region. Anyway, up to now, then two bathrooms, which is not bad, but obviously we need to see the condition. For 10,000 euro, I'm not expecting to find a property which is perfect. Absolutely, I don't think anyone can even guess to find a property in a perfect condition for 10,000 euro. Now, detached house, two floors, but a 90 square meters built, three rooms, but it's four, two bathrooms, good condition, built in 1950. So we have individual heating, natural gas. Now, let's just, for curiosity, let's go and check the price per square meter. Obviously, because the price of the property is very low, 10,000 euro, 90 square meters, the price per square meter is 111 euros. Okay, I didn't say 90 square meters, so we are around 1,000 square feet, maybe tiny bit more than 1,000 square feet. So the price per square meter is 111 euros. So then I say that per square feet, the price could be 12 euro, maybe 10 or 11 or 12 euro per square feet, which is smaller, the square feet, than the square meter. Anyway, 111 euro. Okay, let's go and let's investigate the pictures. Now, there are not many pictures of the property, so we'll just judge on the base of what we see. So here we are on the ground floor. The ground floor where we have the kitchen with dining table, all right, with a big fireplace, with a lovely fireplace, Cotto style tiles. Then we have the stairs leading to the first floor. Overall, anyway, I see a property that is in a good condition. by this picture, let's say, apart the furniture, anyway, I'd say anyway that the property doesn't look by this picture in a bad condition. Okay, here we are from the outdoor area, from the exterior part, from the road, let's say. Okay, so we are in a small street anyway with steps. So we have one road down the steps, another road, main road behind who took the picture. So it's basically the town has two parallel streets, and in between these two parallel streets there are roads with steps. So, but as we see, many people are living in these type of houses. Now, I guess I'm not sure which one is the property here. I might guess that is this one with the arch here just in the middle with the green window on top. I guess so, yes. I don't think are these two properties because I see in a much worse condition the entrance door and the structure of the house. I guess, anyway, could be this one, but let's see. Okay, here we are on the first floor. Now, on the first floor, we have only this room. Okay. Basically, we have only this room, which had been used as a bedroom. Now, I would use this space, even if it's a tiny bit narrow, but I would use it as a living space, as a living area on the first floor. And then we have a bathroom. All right. So one bathroom is here on the first floor. Then we have a window behind who took the picture. So this room is bright enough, let's say brighter than the ground floor. Obviously, the ground floor, they didn't show the front side, the main door, let's say from inside. They're only showing the main door from the outside, from the outdoor area. Anyway, the floor tiles are in a very good condition. Okay. So I don't see any sort of renovation. This could be also a good property as a holiday home if someone has a very low budget. Then should be investigated this town, Montagano. I'm not really familiar with this town, but if there is any sort of tourism in this area, for sure there are, because I saw few B&Bs in this town. But let's say this could be a perfect holiday home simply for very low, for very small amount of money. The structure of the property overall is in a good condition. So from the right, we have the stairs coming from the ground floor. Okay. And then on the right at the end, we have the stairs leading to the second floor. Then anyway, we have the bathroom here. So I wouldn't use at all this space as a sleeping area, obviously. They organized like this. Then this is the second bathroom, which is a small bathroom on the second floor. Okay, so not the newest, of course. But anyway, I'd say anyway, I would go for a new bathroom here. Technically can be kept like this. I don't see really a bathroom that is falling apart, totally destroyed. Obviously, this is only a service bathroom. I don't see any shower here in this bathroom. I just see the sink and the toilet. We have a window, all right. Obviously, I don't see it as a major work. Um, even to renovate, because anyway, we are talking about a small bathroom, so I don't see an expensive job. Okay, then here we are back to the ground floor, and here we have a better picture of the kitchen, of the dining area. Okay, with the hobs here on the left, plenty of furniture. Let's say this is a built-in furniture. which anyway is okay because it's not taking space in the property, on the ground floor. What else I can say? Anyway, the floor tiles are overall in a good condition. Interesting property for 10,000 euro. All right, let's see. Okay, then here we are in the main bathroom on the first floor. Okay, the bathroom that we just saw from this space that I called living area that had been used as a sleeping area. So we have a bath tube, we have electric boiler for hot water. I see the electrical system is not very old. Overall, this bathroom, anyway, it's a bathroom obviously that was renovated, let's say around 40 years ago, or was built around 40 years ago, but overall, I don't see it in a very bad condition. It, it had been kept, let's say, in a decent way to be 40 years old. Obviously, the smaller bathroom, the one on the second floor, I see it anyway, not really in a good condition. Anyway, let's keep investigating. Now we have a huge bedroom here. We have a huge bedroom with beautiful cementina tiles. Okay, so we see that the tiles, and is also well kept, the floor. All right, so here we are on the second floor. Here they're showing this bedroom. The structure of the walls are in a good condition by what I see. I don't see big problems, structural problems, mold, humidity. All right, so I like the floor tiles. Let's see. Okay, basically here we are in the second bedroom, always on the second floor, which anyway is connected with this bedroom. So now I don't understand the stairs, where the stairs on the second floor are landing. So a bit hard to understand from this picture. Obviously, pity that they didn't post many pictures, but here we see the radiator, of one of the radiators of the heating system. In this bedroom, probably the radiator is on the right hand side, so just opposite this radiator, I guess, because the plumbing system, the water going to the radiators. And I see also quite new radiators, so it means that the heating system was upgraded not long time ago. Then we have electrical system, not the newest, but looks decent. I don't see any problems with the wires generally. Then anyway, we have a kind of decent space. I think we have the landing area here on this area where we see the two single beds just on the right, where probably we also have the second small bathroom. Then I don't understand if the property has, I think this room has a balcony. Pity they're not showing. Okay, here we are back to the ground floor. It seems like similar picture to the one that we saw before. Also this one looks like we already seen. Okay, here we are on the floor map. So we have also a cellar. Okay, so we have a cellar also in the basement, just beside the entrance door. Okay, Via Cenisio, the entrance is from Via Cenisio. Then we have the main entrance from Via Cenisio. Here on the right, top right, we have Piano Terra, which is ground floor, where we have the kitchen. Then I don't know what's written here. Anyway, so here on the ground floor, piano terra, we have the kitchen, dining area. Then at the bottom on the left, we have primo piano, which is the first floor, with the landing area, okay, coming from the bottom. So from the top to the bottom. So we go on the first floor from the bottom side of the room, which we saw anyway adapted as a sleeping area, but could be a living space. Then from the top, we have the stairs going to the second floor. Yes, and as I said before in the last picture where we saw the two single beds, so basically we have the landing area of the second floor, piano secondo, on the bottom of the right, at the bottom on the right of the picture, with where it looks like we have a small balcony. This is the room with the stair, where we see the stairs, the landing stairs. We see toilet here. This is the small one, the service on the second floor. So we have this room with the two beds, with the two single beds, and then we have the master bedroom, let's say. So what I can say is that the second floor is a floor that is double the size of the first and the ground floor. Then we have a basement. Anyway, my friends, so this is the property. Pity they don't disclose, they don't show more pictures. I just want to read again. So detached house, they don't show picture. The only pictures they show from outside, let's go back again 1 second, is this one. So where I guess, now I'm trying to understand because maybe the property is this one. Pity they're not showing the front door. So let's say where we see the balcony on the first floor. I don't know, because for me, anyway, could be one of these. Then if someone is interested, anyway, can contact the seller and ask more details. Anyway, I always share the link of the property into the description, and I also share the link of the search with all the 239 houses that I found for sale in Campobasso province under 60,000 euro with the selected filters. Okay, now here we are in the town of Montagano. We are in Montagano's town. Let's focus on the distances, and then we'll try to investigate a bit a Google Street View, even if I know that if the street has the steps, for sure we cannot go into the street with Google Street View. But so let's investigate the distances. First of all, anyway, we focus on Campobasso, which is the capital of the province. Let's see how far we are from Campobasso. 20 minutes, short distance. So 20 minutes is a very short distance to drive, and consider that in Campobasso, so this could be also the location, perfect location for an Italian who wants to spend low amount of money and maybe works in Campobasso and is searching for a property with a small budget. This could be, for example, the perfect property to drive to work 20 minutes. That's nothing. To commute 20 minutes. Anyway, we are in Campobasso, where we find it's already a big city. We find the hospital. We find, anyway, there's also tourism in this area. Anyway, even if we are in the inner part of Molise region, so we are a bit far, let's say, from Palata, Montecilfone, Guglionesi. which, for example, let's say if we want to drive from Montagano to Palata, I'd say we are around 30 minutes. Let's see, 57 minutes. Okay, so 57 minutes to drive to Palata. I thought would have been closer. Okay, anyway, we are in the main road that from Campobasso is going down to the sea direction, down to Termoli. So we are close to the main road, which is SS 647, Superstrada 647. And so we are driving down Guardia Alfiera and then other towns to obviously at the end reaching Termoli and Campomarino. Let's see, for example, how far we are from Termoli. We can reach Termoli in 1 hour sharp. So 1 hour, I'd say, is not a long distance, considering that when I go to the sea from Montemilone, now because I'm not far, I can show you the distance. For example, from Montemilone, from where I am, to the sea, when I go to Zapponeta. Usually, when I go to the sea, I drive to Zapponeta, okay, which is 1 hour and 12 minutes. So basically, from Montemilone, when I go to the sea, and I go on a daily basis, so in the morning, around 8 o'clock, I leave the house at, let's say, 9:15, I'm already on the beach. Then around 5, 6 p.m., I drive back. 7 p.m., I'm at home. Also, I can also check Margherita di Savoia, which is another town on the sea, which I think is a tiny bit closer. Let's say 56 minutes. So if I want to reach Margherita di Savoia, but I prefer Zapponeta. It's more quiet, not many people, beautiful seaside. So anyway, not chaotic place. So as I showed you, anyway, the 1 hour distance is, for me, 10 euro petrol. So, okay, let's go again to Montagano, Via Cenisio 10. To understand, okay, I didn't check the distance to Rome, to Naples, to Pescara. To Pescara, obviously, we are more than 1 hour. To Naples, around 2 hours and something. To Rome, probably around 3 hours. Okay, let's investigate a bit. So, Corso Umberto I, here, this area is the upper part of the town. Via Appennini, here, this is the lower part. So from the lower part, if we go in the street in Via Cenisio, we have steps that are going up to Corso Umberto. So let's try to go from Via Appennini, okay, to understand a bit this area. For example, okay, let me see this brown door here, this brown garage, okay, which has the steps just in front of the garage. So I think these are the steps of Via Cenisio, exactly. It's written here, Via Cenisio. Okay, so basically, if we go up to the if we go to the property from this road, we have to do the steps up, going up. Then, if we go from Corso Umberto, which is the main street here, we see different type of shops, bars, bank. People are curious when they see Google Street View. Let's see. Okay, no, this is a road. So basically should be the first lane. Could be this one, Via Cenisio. So from here, we go down the steps. So it's much easier to reach the property from this side. Anyway, let's investigate a bit this town. Anyway, we have a bar 50 meters from the house, Bar Lo Squalo, the Shark, Heineken beer, where you can get your Peroni bottle for €1 here. That's what it costs in this area, one bottle of Peroni. Okay, then we have the pharmacy, also very close. Tabacchi shop, where they also sell newspapers, stamps, postcards, and so on. Then we have a restaurant here. So all on the door, pizzeria. So all on the doorstep, let's say we have all type of services. And then, as we see, it's a lovely town. Okay, Montagano here. All right, my friends, I hope you've enjoyed this video here of Montagano, this property for €10,000, okay, 90 square meters. My friends, let me know under the comment section the pros and the cons of this property. What is your opinion? Is it worth 10,000 or we should offer even less? Maybe, obviously, not. We might not all of us might like it, obviously, but that this is a video simply to show you what can we get with €10,000 for, let's say, a decent property which is not in need of massive renovation. Obviously, we can find something cheaper but has to be completely renovated, or we can find something better and for sure not for this price. Okay, my friends, I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you here on Italy, a Place to Love YouTube channel tomorrow for another property for sale in the beautiful Italy. Bye!